look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this ain't the show for you. Now, let me tell you something, Jack. What we're going to discuss today in this reaction video, have you ever wondered, gentlemen, have you ever wondered, why is it that when you get into a relationship, women all of a sudden cannot resist you? They find you extremely attractive. So men who get married, more women throw themselves at them than any other time. Men who get into relationships, more women flirt with them than any other time. Now we're going to discuss why that is. Now, before we do that, go ahead and hit the notification bell. Select the option that says all once you do that there. And that way you'll be informed of all my new content. Can you dig it? Like and subscribe. Now, let me put this woman on the screen right quick so you can hear what she got to say. Now, this woman here, in my humble opinion, is a little thrown off mentally. She's going to try to explain this as the reason why women find men who are in relationships quite attractive. Let's get it.
Women are attracted to feminine energy. And then she goes on to add that it's why you'll see that men who are married will attract other women. And that is the thing that is always like a topic to be debated, because one can say if a woman is attracted to men that are already taken, that is bad. Then also me as a therapist, whenever I deal with patients or clients that come in and say, hey, I keep being attracted to men that are unavailable. The men that, let's say, for example, are married or taken. You find yourself keep being attracted to men that are taken because you are in fact attracted to feminine energy. I find that men that are actually in relationships, doesn't matter if they're cheating or not, we're just talking about in general, men that are in relationships. These men are more emotionally available than men that are single. And that
In other words, what she is attempting to say is that when a man gets involved with another woman, when he gets into a relationship with the woman, he becomes more feminine. And the women that see him are attracted to feminine energy, almost as if she's suggesting that women are just lesbians because women are attracted to feminine energy. No, that ain't what it is. All right, that ain't what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is, but that sure hell ain't it. A lot of times, women are attracted to men who are in relationships. For one reason, is because they're lustful. They desire the things that they should not have. Women tend to develop what is called an insatiable lust for the wrong things. That's the first thing, lust. The other thing is misery. A lot of women like to cause misery in people's relationships. There are a lot of miserable women who don't want to see other women happy with men, because a lot of times the relationship that they are involved in or have been in didn't work out. The next one is thrills. The thrill of cheating, the thrill of almost getting caught, the thrill of risk, the thrill of being in the same room with that woman's husband while the wife is there, or with that woman's boyfriend, fiance, while that woman is there and she has no clue about what she's doing with her man. You get me? It's more about motives. It's about morality or perceived morality or values. That's what it is. It ain't because a man got more feminine energy, that he's a different acting man and stuff, because you're going to go into that a little bit too. But I want to give you really what it is, why women do the things that they do. All right? A lot of women don't like to see other women happy. They be like, okay, how dare she have a man that's really productive and on her side and ain't fooling around? I can't have that. So let me test him. Let me mess with him. Let me sleep with him so I can take that from her, even if she doesn't know about it. And sometimes these women, they won't sleep with you. They won't sleep with you, but they want to test you to see if they could sleep with you. And just the knowledge of them knowing, just having that knowledge, knowing that they can sleep with that other woman's man, make her head, her ego blow up. And she could say, look, I told you all men ain't shit. That's why women do these things, man. And a lot of times women are jealous of other women. So they want to just sleep with what they got because they cannot get that type of man. They want to feel that they can get him, even if it's just a piece of him, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's just the dick. She will do it just to get a piece of him. Women are always competing with each other, trying to take stuff from each other, especially women in the black community. Keep going.
Are married, men that were divorced, men that have experience with long-term relationships. These men are more emotionally available and trained and better equipped to navigate relationships than men that are single and, you know, the dating pool. So long story short, if you're a girl that finds yourself keep being attracted to married men, it's because you understand what a good partner can look like. We're not talking about the men that's out here cheating. Let's just say if there is a dating pool and there's a man that is married and there's a single man, more than likely the man that's married is probably going to treat you better. Why? Because the niggas is already trained.
All right, let's break that down. If a woman is messing with a married man, he will treat her, or most likely treat her better than a single man. You know why? Because he got a wife. He may not get all the time he need to go mess with other women. He can only have a certain amount of time to mess with women. He don't got time to try to run game and figure you out and try to prove to you that you should sleep with him. Some of these dudes turn to straight tricks and stuff. I'm going to buy you this Birkin bag. I'm going to do this right. I'm going to put money in your gas and put gas in your gas tank and stuff like that. I'm going to be real nice to you, take you out to eat and shit like that. All that is game, you fool. Now, this woman is so dumb that she don't understand. She said they are more emotionally available. Now, they are more cunning because they have less time to do it. They have limited time to try to knock you off your feet and beat that coochie up. They are just more cunning and more crafty. See, women are really oblivious to men. They don't know nothing about men. They don't know nothing about game, but they want to act like they do. Now, single men are also emotionally available. She said that single men are not emotionally available and that married men are. The only reason why the single men are not emotionally available to you is because they're not attracted to you in that way. It ain't got nothing to do with your marital status. They don't care about that. They care about kicking it with you, sleeping with you, and that's it. But these brides are so slow, y'all. They're so slow. They are so disillusioned. They think, oh, that's the reason why you should sleep with a married man. How about you go get your own goddamn husband? This woman talking about the only reason why you're attracted to a good man because you realize and understand and recognize what a good partner look like. So you mean to tell me the only time you can understand what a good man is if he's married? How come you can't understand what a good man is before you have 3 or 4 different baby daddies, 3 or 4 different bastard children running around here? It takes a man to get married to a woman for you to understand that's the type of man that I should be with? Do you understand how dumb this thought process is, y'all? I'm talking to the women and the men. Now, y'all know this shit is stupid. Y'all know it's stupid.
That's the fact of the matter. Like, I would rather date a guy that's divorced than a guy that has never been married. Why? Because he has experience. What I personally find is that I don't know what it is, but I find that women were actually socialized to be wives and men on average were not socialized to be husbands. What we're seeing now amongst the collective is we have this wide gap between men that are fit for marriage and women that are fit for marriage. There is not that many men that are fit. Not equipped. Technically, if you even look at society, women are the ones that actually have more right now. Women have more homes, more businesses. A lot of these things that, you know, women would typically go after or desire or need, they are acquiring these things themselves. And it's because women are having kids or they're single mothers. All these women, they have responsibilities. Because of that, they put themselves in a position to give themselves what they need without having to wait for a man to give it to them. But anyway, men that are in relationships or relationship oriented are men that are emotionally available to do the work to build with someone. What I have found in my experience is, you know, dealing with married men or men that prefer marriage or dating intentionally, these men are always going to be more emotionally available than the men that are single in the dating pool. That is the fact of the matter. Like, have you guys ever heard the saying, there's nobody more single than a married man? I don't know. I'm finding that to be the case here in Dallas, but I find like no matter where you go, there's always going to be married men acting single. If you look at that, it's really because they have acquired more feminine energy. They have been trained by the feminine. They have a lot more skills to navigate and maintain femininity than men that don't have much experience around long-term relationships and partnerships.
All right, man. Let me break that down, Jack. Let me tell you something. It is not the man's responsibility to maintain a woman's femininity. That's something that a woman's supposed to do. She got to learn and be educated and maintain that. Can you dig it, Jack? Now, it's the man's responsibility to protect the femininity. Now, let's get to that. If you are married, again, married to your wife, and she is feminine, and when I say feminine, I'm talking about everything that comes with femininity, from the submissiveness to the rearing of the children, to the willingness to have or perform domestic chores and skills. You know, if she's feminine like that, you have to protect your wife. You have to protect your children. You protect the femininity that way. It is not up to you to protect it in other ways. It is not up to you to command that woman to stay away from women who are not feminine, because anytime a feminine woman gets around a woman who is not feminine, that most likely means that that woman is going to be a feminist. And that feminist is going to corrupt the femininity inside of that woman. But she got to have enough wisdom, knowledge, and discernment to understand to keep away from there. That's why I say you don't have to protect that part. That's why I say a woman has to maintain her own femininity. She's supposed to already be wise enough and have enough discernment to know how to separate from those who are not feminine. So you are supposed to protect the femininity of your wife and your family. You know what I mean? You supposed to kind of advise her and stuff and lead them, but you ain't supposed to hold their hand to every goddamn thing. You get what I'm saying? We are not responsible for maintaining a woman's femininity. Are women responsible for maintaining a man's masculinity? No, they're not. Do they even attempt to? No. The only time they want to bark and harp and cry and whine about masculinity, they only talk about two things: provisions and protection. They don't talk about a man leading them, correcting them, chastising them, instructing them, being a spiritual advisor and leader. They don't talk nothing. All they want your money and your damn protection. That's it. We ain't supposed to do that, man. And this is my humble opinion. And this video is made for educational purposes. Can you dig it?
If you're a woman, don't feel bad for being attracted to married men. I would say, leave it alone, okay? If you know what you want, if you see a married man, your heart is probably desiring to be that woman. Just know you're not gonna have that with that married man. You just have to look at the traits and the skills and tell yourself, you know what? I would like that for myself.
I'll tell you something, man. A lot of that is, like I say, lust. The willingness to be the other woman. Women like excitement, man. They like that stuff, man. That's why women be throwing themselves at you, dog. I'm telling you, that's what it is. They want what they should not have. That's the majority. Ain't no deep philosophical thing. Or she talking about it's the feminine energy that trickles down from the feminine clouds. No, man. Bitch, you horny. Y'all know how I talk, man. You know, it is what it is. It's the truth. I'll call a spade, and that's what it is. Y'all don't let these women be lying and telling y'all some shit. Man, I heard a lot of stuff, man, since I've been doing this content. You did. How can a woman say that a man is more attractive because he's in a relationship, and when he's in a relationship, the reason why he's attractive is because he's more like a woman now than he ever been before, because he got femininity? Boy, anyway, man. I'll be talking to y'all. Oh yeah, I'll be doing a live stream sometime next month. Be on the lookout in the post. I decided to do one that I think gonna be a very good topic for the men and the women. This will actually help the women too, not the mustard back helpers. Now, there are women who follow my show, gentlemen, and there's women on this show who actually agree with the teachings that I present. These are the women that we kind of need around to tell other women to do the right thing. You dig? There's still a man's channel, but you gotta, come on, man. You gotta have some women, man, to help you. They are help me, and they're supposed to be on our side. I'd rather have a few of them than have all these other bras on there, man. Be talking, you gotta buy me that, all that, no. So let them women make it, man. And that live stream is gonna be for everybody. Everybody who wants to learn and do better. You understand me? All right, then. I'll be talking to y'all pretty soon, man. I got one more video to drop for y'all today, man, after this one right here. I'll be getting at you, man. Y'all take it easy now, you hear?